Well, hello again, everyone. Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University, and I think we have a good one for you today. Today we're going to roll out Waylon's half pint strategy. This is one where you start off placing the 6 and the 8, and then you take some of those winnings and move them to the dark side. Now, Waylon played this at a little higher level than we're going to today, and I've also made a couple other tweaks that would limit the volatility. I don't have as much gamble in me as Waylon does. The mad scientist of Alabama when it comes to craps. So we're going to head down to the table here shortly, and we'll show you the nuts and bolts of it and how it rolls out. And I think it's a good system, and I think you'll enjoy it. And another one from the mind of Waylon, the Nick Saban of the craps coaching world. So let's head on down to the felt now, and we'll explain this and roll it out. And if you see anything there you think could help improve it, man, we'd love to hear from you. So heading down to the felt now. We'll see you there in just a sec. Okay, everyone, down here on the Crapsy virtual craps table, and we're getting ready to roll out our half pint system presented by Waylon's Way Craps. Now, I do have a couple of changes that I'm going to make from the way Waylon rolled it out. The first one you'll notice is that it'll be at a smaller level. Waylon played at the $100 level, and we're going to be playing at a $15 table. So rather than starting off with the $100 place bets, we're going to start off with $30 place bets on the 6 and the 8. So we'll put those out to show you how that works. Now, when we hit one of the 6 or 8s, of course, that'll be a $35 payout, and we'll take 15 of that and put it on the don't come and play a little bit of the dark side, both sides of the street, if you will. And we'll get a maximum of 2 don't come bets up, which again is another tweak from the way Waylon rolled it out. And then if we get knocked off of our don't come twice, well, then we'll eliminate that part of the betting pattern for that particular shooter, and we'll just go with light side bets. So that's how it works. We will go through 3 shooters, and if we are down overall, we will step up our bets to the next level, which would be 60 on the 6 and the 8. And if we hit either one of those, of course, that would be a $70 payout, and then we would put 30 of that on the don't come. And once again, a maximum of 2 of those 2 don't come bets at one time out on the board. And that's pretty much how it works. And we will check our rack after every 3 shooters to see if we're up or down. If we are up, we'll stay at the same level, the base level. If we are down, we will move up a level until we get back to our high water mark for the session, and then we'll revert back to the base level. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. We've got $1,500 buy-in. You can see that at the top right hand corner of the screen. And so let's get rolling. Here's our first roll. All right, there's the 4-5, the Colt 45, center field 9. So we'll come out now with the $30 place bets on the 6 and the 8. And that's all we're betting right now, so here we go. All right, right off the bat, there's a winner 9. So Waylon left his bets on for the come out roll. I prefer just to follow the puck, so we'll be off with our place bets for the come out roll. And there's the 6-1-7, that's frontline winner. Next roll, and there's a 3-2 no field 5. So now our place bets are back on, and there's the bowl of popcorn, the 10 hard, so no help there. And there's our first hit, the 5-1-6 easy. So that's a $35 payout, and we'll put 15 on the DC. And here's our next roll. And there's the 4-1, that's the no field 5, that is a winner 5. So the don't come moves to the 5, and that will be on for the come out roll. And then the place bets, of course, will be off for the come out roll. And here is that roll. Okay, there's a 6-3 center field 9, and now everything is working. And there's another 5-1 6 easy, so that's our second score hit. And once again, we'll come up with a don't come bet, 15 of that win, and that will go to the 9. That's a winner 9. So we'll have another come out roll here, and once again, the place bets are off, but the don't come bets are working. So here we go, looking for a 7 here. Actually, that would help us. So we do get the square pair, the 8 hard, and everything now is working. 3-1, there's the 4 easy. So no help there. And there are the snake eyes. Next roll coming. And there's the bowl of popcorn once again, the 10 hard. And there's another 6. Okay, now we already have 2 of the DC bets up, so we're just going to collect on this one and carry on. And there's center field 9, so we do get knocked off of our first don't come bet. And there's another 6 easy. So we've only got one don't come bet up. So we are going to go ahead and replace that one, and this will be the last don't come bet for this shooter. There's another 6 easy, so that'll move to the 6. And we'll leave everything in place, and anything we hit on the 6 or the 8 now we'll just collect. And there's the 4 easy, 3-1, 4 easy. And there's 3-2-5, so we get knocked off our 5. So that's 2 knockoffs. So we still have 1 at risk here, and it gets knocked off. So that's 3 knockoffs. So that's $45 that we've lost on the DC on this particular shooter. And sometimes you just get a hot shooter. I mean, he's on his 22nd roll and he's just banging that 6. There's another one. So we're just collecting at this point until he throws big red. And speaking of big red, there he is. So that's the first shooter, 23 rolls. Doesn't get much better than that. Make a little money on him. And here comes shooter number 2. And come out rolls 3-1, 4 easy. So we'll come back up with our place bets on the 6 and the 8. And here's the next roll. And there's an immediate winner, the 3-1, 4 easy. So we have another come out roll here, and we will be off for this come out roll. And there's Yo 11. So that's a front line winner. And back-to-back front line winners, 4-3, that would be the 7. So another winner there. And there's our number, the 6, 5-1, 6 easy. And so we're working now. And back on that yo. Next roll. And that was not a good one for us. That's a 7 out. So next shooter. And that's 2 shooters now. This will be our 3rd shooter. So that's 10 easy. After this shooter, we will check our bankroll. And we started at 1,500. So for below 1,500 after this shooter, we will step up to the next level, which would be $60 place bets. If we're still up over 1,500, then we'll stay at the base level, which is $30, which is where we are right now. So we'll put those 2 $30 place bets out on the 6 and the 8. And we're rolling. Here we go. And there's the 10 easy. That's the winner 10. So we have another come out roll here, and our place bets are off. Dice are in hand, and there's the railroad tracks, all the dots we got. So let's roll them again. And back on that 10, the 10 easy, 6-4, 10 easy. So we'll mark the 10, and the place bets are working. And there's that 6-3 center field 9, so we'll pay the field on that one. Of course, we don't have any field bets. So there's the Colt 45, so back-to-back 9s, a little repeater going there. And we're looking for a 6 or an 8 from this shooter. there's 3 9s in a row now. Next roll. And there's the 2x4, the 6 easy. So we'll take 15 of that win there and put it on the don't come. And here's the next roll. And we do collect on the DC on that one, on the snake eyes. So we'll take what we can get. Next roll. And there's the bowl of popcorn. That's the 10 hard. So the don't come bet, the $15 don't come bet is working. The 2 place bets are not working. So here's the come out roll. And there's the railroad tracks once again. So that's front line loser on that one. 4 easy, and that'll be our point. So we'll mark the 4, and place bets are working. Don't come bet is working, and here we go. And there's the 7 out. All right. So we'll check our bankroll now. We're at $15.85 after the first 3 shooters. So that'll be our next level where we'll mark that down. Have to remember it. And so since we won a little on those 3 shooters, we will remain at the base level, the $30 place bet level. And the come out rolls a 4-3 winner 7 on shooter 4 here. And back on that 6, so 6 will be our number, and we'll get our $30 place bets out on both the 6 and the 8. And hope we can get us another little hot shooter here. So there's a winner 6 on the first roll. So we'll be off on this one. And once we get a number established, we'll put our don't come bet up for $15. And there's the 5-3, that's the 8 easy. So here's the DC bet for 15. Everything is working. And we're right back on that 8. So the don't come bet will move to the 8. And once we get a number established, we'll have another come out roll here. So once we get a number established, we will put another don't come bet out. On this particular roll, the don't come is working and the place bets are off. So there's the winner 7. So we do win our DC bet. And still coming out, place bets are off. And there's the 2-4 6 easy once again. So now we are working, and we'll go ahead and put that don't come bet up that we won on the 8 a minute ago. And there's the 3-2 no field 5, so the DC bet will move to the 5. And everything's working. Here's the next roll, and there's 6-2. That's another 8 easy for us. So we'll put 15 on the don't come of that, and we're rolling. And there's the winner 6. So we'll collect that, and we have 2 don't come bets out, so that's the maximum we're going to have at one time. And so those are both working on this come out roll, and the place bets are off. And we're on that 6, so we get knocked off the 6. So that's our first knockoff. And we're rolling. Here we go. And there's the 7 out. So that's it for shooter 4. I went a little bit on him. And on to shooter 5. Okay, the come out rolls 4-2 easy 6. And so we'll come out with 30 on the 6 and the 8 once again. And there's the 4-1, that's the no field 5. So no help on that one. And we do it again, back-to-back 5s. Looking for a 6 or an 8. And there's the 6, the 4-2 6 easy. So we are off on the come out roll. That was a winner 6. So we'll put that $15 don't come bet up once we get a number established. Once again, that's the 6. And there's nothing wrong with putting it up as a don't pass if you want to. It's just easier to remember if you do everything the same way, or it is for me anyway. So we'll put our DC up here, and there's yo 11, and we lose it. So even though we lost that one, I don't count that as a knockoff. The only knockoff is when we actually get it knocked off of our number. So we still have 2 knockoffs left for this shooter on the DC. So we'll be putting those up if we hit a 6 or an 8, which we do not. So we do lose a little on that shooter. So that's our second shooter in this series. And we'll get a number established, and then we'll get our place bets out for shooter number 3 in this 3-shooter series this time. And there's our 30 on the 6 and the 8, and we're rolling. And there's the square pair, so that's a good start. Win 35, we'll put 15 of that on the DC, and we're working. Yeah, that'll move to the 4, the 3, 1, 4 easy. So next roll. And there's a square pair once again. So we'll go back with 15 on the don't come. And there's the 7 out. So it's a bad time to get the 7 when you're on the DC. You lose that one too. So that's the third in this series of 3 shooters. We started out at 1585 and we end up at 1650. So that's another winning session for those 3 shooters. So once again, we will remain at the $30 level. If we had lost, however, we would step up to the $60 level on the 6 and the 8, and then we would be putting $30 don't come bets when we won on the 6 or the 8. But still in profit, so we will stay at the $30 level for this shooter. This is the first shooter in the next 3-shooter series. And there's the Colt 45, the center field 9. Next roll, and that's the 516 easy, so that's a $35 winner, and we'll come back with a $15 don't come bet, and that will move to the 10 on the bowl of popcorn there, the 10 hard. And the next roll, and this time it's the 6 hard, we get the crabs. So $35 winner, we'll put 15 of that on the don't come and roll it out, and that'll go to the 8. And we do win on that 8, but we have 2 don't come bets out now, so we'll just collect. And there's a 6 easy, so we collect on that one also. Next roll. And there's the 8 easy, so we do get knocked off of our 8. And since we got knocked off, we don't consider that a full win, so we're not going to put our DC up on this one. We do have one more DC to put up. We've been knocked off of 1. It's a 2 maximum. So if we can hit another 6 or an 8 here, we will come back with a $15 don't come bet. So there's the 3-2. That's the no field 5. That's a winner 5. So we have a come out roll here. So the place bets are off, and that 10 on the DC is working. So there's the lumberyard, the 2x4, 6 easy. So everything is working now. And here's our next roll, and there's the 4-1. That would be the no field 5, so no help on that one. Looking for a 6 or an 8 here, and there's the 6-2 8 easy. All right, so we can come back up now with a don't come bet, and there's another 8 easy. So good shooter here for us, and that DC will move to the 8. Now we have 2 don't come bets up, so that's our maximum. And so anything we hit on a 6 or an 8 here, we'll just collect. And there's 3 craps. Next roller. And there's the double deuces, the 4 hard. So no help on that one. And another 3 craps. And there's the Colt 45. That would be the center field 9. Next roll. Back-to-back center field 9s. And next roll. And there are the snake eyes once again. Looking for a 6 or an 8. There's center field 9, the Colt 45 once again. And there's a 10 easy, so we do get knocked off the 10, so that's our second knockoff on this shooter, so no more don't come bets. And there's the 3-1, that's the 4 easy. And looks like we've got another hot shooter on our hands here. And there's 6-4, 10 easy once again. Just need to hit some of these 6s and 8s for us, make a little money. And that's the third 6 easy in the last 4 rolls. That's a little unusual. And there's the 7 out. So we did win $170 on that shooter, so that puts us at $18.20 through 7 shooters. And I think that's probably good enough to give you a good idea of how this system works, which was presented by Waylon. And so I'll link Waylon's video below the screen here, and go check his out. I think it's a very good system. Looks like we came up $320 to the good, doing it at a lower level and making a couple of small changes. But either way, whether you incorporate these changes to it or play the way Waylon did at the higher level and working the come out rolls, I think either way it's a very, very strong system. So thank you to Waylon for presenting that, and I hope you did enjoy our little version of it. And we'll give it a shot and test it out, see what you think, and then perhaps take it to the casino and hopefully win a buck or two off of them. So if you enjoyed the video, please give us the old thumbs up. We would appreciate that. And if you haven't already subscribed, we ask that you do so now. We would just love having you here as part of the Craps University student body. So this is Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University. And if you're out there rolling those bones this week, we wish you nothing but the best of luck, and may all your rolls be winners. We'll talk to you again this Wednesday with our next roulette video. Until then, good luck. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.